I'm Lindsay.
Hi Lindsay, nice to meet you.
We spoke on the phone a couple of days ago.
Yes.
So today we're meeting about Joey. And as we discussed on the phone, you and your husband are having a little bit of an issue at home getting Joey to put on his shoes, correct?
Yes.
Now, as we discussed previously, it is more of a skill deficit than a performance deficit, meaning that he doesn't actually know how to put on his shoes, not that he's just choosing not to, correct?
That's right, I just don't know how to get him into a process, teach him a process that he'll be able to do something like that independently.
Okay, well, based on that information, I've developed a teaching program, and we're going to use it with Joey to teach him how to put on his shoes. Here I have a copy of the program instructions. Now I'll provide you with all of this at the end of our meeting. Basically, it lists the materials that you will need each time you are going to practice this skill with Joey. Keep in mind, we'll also role play this, so you will get to see this all firsthand. I'll role play playing your role in teaching Joey to start, and then we'll switch, so you'll get to actually practice what you're going to have to do with Joey at home.
Terrific.
So in the instructions, you're going to set up the programming area, and it has very specific instructions, and you'll get to see a sample of the setup that I have done. So you'll have a chair facing a small table, and you're going to have your laptop computer or a portable DVD player set up so that you can play a training video for Joey that will show him the steps that you need to go through to put on shoes. You will instruct Joey to sit in the chair first. Once he is sitting, you will tell him to watch the video while pointing at the DVD player or laptop so that he knows where to direct his attention. You will press the video and you will allow it to play through one time. And at any time, if he is not paying attention, although I know you said he's very motivated to watch videos, if at any point he stops paying attention, you'll just redirect his attention to the screen by just tapping it. When it is finished, you will close the lid of the laptop computer to signify to Joey that the video is over, and then you will tell him to put on his shoes. At this point, there are a few things that can happen. If he does not initiate any of the steps, you're going to provide a second prompt after 60 seconds and just say, once again, put on shoes. If another 60 seconds elapses and he does not begin to put on his shoes, that will be the end of the trial, and you will collect all of the materials and it will be finished. What you hope will happen is that Joey will start, at least, to initiate putting on his shoes based on what he has seen in the video. So for every step of putting on his shoes that he completes, we want to provide him with praise where we're describing what he's done. So if you put something good putting on your shoes, Joey, that's great. Good doing up the Velcro, Joey, very good. And once he is able to complete all of the steps on his own independently, 100%, you will also provide him with tangible reinforcement. Now, you told me previously that Joey is very motivated by candy.
Oh yes.
So we've decided to use that as the tangible reinforcement. I also have for you, and I will send you home with multiple copies, a Mediator performance checklist. And all this is basically outlining the steps that you will need to take as you are teaching this skill each and every time. Now, you can use this as a self-evaluation. After you've done skill teaching with Joey, you can go through and check off, yes, I did that step, or no, I forgot to do that step. Why this is important is that it will allow you to make sure that you are doing the skill training properly and consistently with him each and every time. Another good idea is to have someone else from time to time complete this while they watch you do the skill training. So today, when you act as the instructor during our role play, I will complete this to let you know about your accuracy of performance in completing all of the skills. Here we have everything set up for one of our training sessions, just as you will want to do prior to conducting one at home. So you're going to need a chair that's an appropriate size for Joey so that his feet can touch the ground while he's sitting in it in order for him to be able to put on his shoes. And you want to have a table with your DVD player or laptop set up with the video ready to play. You also want to have Joey's shoes nearby. Now your first step in order to get Joey to initiate the task is you're going to say, sit in chair. And Joey will come and sit in the chair. Once he is sitting, you are going to tell him to watch the video while you point to the video so that he knows where to look. And then you are going to press play and he will view the following video. Put on shoes. Watch the video, and that is the exact video that Joey will watch during each training session. Do you remember what I had said to do if Joey's not attending to the video while it's playing at any point?
Just tap on the screen.
Exactly. So I'm just going to tap like this to redirect his attention. And once you've played the video, only one time, you're going to close the screen so that when you tell him to put on shoes, which is your next instruction, he may not start to initiate the task. If that goes on for 60 seconds, do you remember what you're supposed to do?
Tell him to put on shoes for a second time.
Exactly. So you're giving him your second verbal cue. Now, he may start to put on his shoes after you've given him the second cue. But if for another 60 seconds he still continues not to, you're just going to pack up all the materials and put them away until next session. Okay? Now, if Joey starts putting on his shoes and he starts the steps in the task and then he gets distracted, do you remember how long you wait before you end the session?
Another 60 seconds.
Yeah. Now, we're going to practice the best case scenario, which is that Joey begins to complete the task. In this scenario, I'm just going to have you start by doing the first shoe, okay? And I'll role play what you should do to provide him with praise while he completes that. Okay, so put on shoes. Good, Joey, good getting your shoes. Good putting on shoes. Good. Good doing up the Velcro, Joey. Very good. Okay. So after each step that he completes, you want to provide him with praise, and like I said, you want it to be descriptive. So you want to be describing the step that he's just completed so that he knows what you're praising him for.
One concern I have is that Joey doesn't know left from right.
Okay. Well, the way that you are setting up the shoes prior to starting the session is with the left shoe on the left side and the right shoe on the right side. And in the video, they're also set up that way. So when Joey gets them and he moves them in front of his feet, the left shoe is lined up with the left foot and the right shoe is lined up with the right foot. And therefore, during the video, and he's copying the video, he should put them on the correct feet.
Okay.
Okay. So, if at this point Joey was to have only his first shoe on, and then he stopped. This would be when the off-task behavior may begin, and you would wait 60 seconds and end the session if he does not complete. Now, do you remember what we do if he does complete all of the steps of the task?
That's when he gets his treat.
Exactly.
Candy.
Yes, so within 2 seconds of completing all of the steps, so I see you're almost done there. Good, Joey. Good putting on shoes. Great doing up the Velcro. Very good. Within 2 seconds with the praise. Good, Joey. You put on your shoes all by yourself. Very good. And we want to make sure that we're pairing the candy with the praise and not just handing over the candy, because we want it to pair it with our voices and to have our praise also be an important factor. Okay?
Great. Sit in chair. Watch video. Okay, the video is completed. Put on shoes. Put on shoes. Good, getting your shoes, Joey. Good, Joey, putting on your shoe and doing the Velcro. Very good, Joey. Very good, Joey. You put your shoes on all by yourself.
Okay, Brenda, so on reviewing your Mediator performance checklist, you actually completed the steps that needed to be completed for the whole process. The last thing that I just want to talk to you about is data collection. So there's a data collection form right here. I'll provide you with multiple copies. It lists each step of the task, and you need to make sure that at the end or during each session, you're checking off whether Joey completed the task or not. Okay?
Okay.
This way we can track his progress and ensure that he's improving and not stalling or digressing in his skill acquisition. I think you did a really good job during the role play. How do you feel about going home to implement this strategy with Joey?
I feel really well prepared. This has been so helpful.
Excellent. Well, I also think that you're ready to implement it as long as you feel comfortable. I would like you to continue to refer back to the Mediator checklist in order to make sure that you're accurately implementing it. There's a couple of situations where I would like you to make immediate telephone contact with me. If at any point Joey's progress stalls, and that means over 3 sessions, if he either doesn't improve at all and he plateaus in his performance, or he digresses over 3 sessions, I want you to contact me right away so that we can figure out some strategies to implement to help him be successful. And I also would like for you to make contact with me when he reaches success criteria. So that means if once he has completed 100% of the steps over 3 consecutive sessions, we need to make contact in order to discuss fading and also generalizing this skill to be used at different locations. I have copies of the paperwork for you here. There's multiple copies of the Mediator performance checklist, as well as multiple copies of the data sheet and the instruction sheet for you and your husband to review.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Lindsay.
No problem. Are there any other questions?
I think you've covered everything.
Excellent. Well, it was very nice meeting you and working with you. I hope it all goes well.
Thank you very much.
Okay.